I spent 3 days exploring Kluane National Park in the Yukon territory of Canada by going on a flight scenes tour to Mount Logan, hiking insane peaks, and way more. Here's what I did. That is our plane right there, and we are all We have landed in the Yukon. And this is the RV. It's very similar to the last one we rented in Tumbler Ridge, but it is bigger. We are driving to Silver City. I'll try to take some videos of the trip on the camera, and we'll head out now. On the way, we stopped at the Canyon Creek Bridge, which was right off the highway and had super awesome view. Actually looks pretty nice from the highway. You can see a bunch of peaks in the background. The National Park Visitor Center, and it's pretty nice. Oh wow. Just stopped at the super cool beach viewpoint here, and the view is just unreal. Like, look at that. Anyhow, we're gonna camp right over there for the night. Pretty cool spot. We're in Silver City. We're right by the airstrip where we're gonna take off for our flight tomorrow, and this is not a bad place at all. This is dinner for the night, just chicken and salad. It's been raining a little bit. I'm gonna check out these 2 books that I got at the visitor center, and then I'm gonna head to sleep. Wake up in the morning, and then we have our flight, which I'm super stoked about. Good morning. And after a night of storming, it turned out to be an absolutely beautiful day today. This is the runway right here. The plane will be here pretty soon. That is the plane. Here's the plane. Has skis on it. So cool. This is the inside. Looks pretty cool. We have to put on these weird boots because there's tons of snow up there. We are heading out now. That there is Mount Logan, and this is the camp. This was the base camp for Mount Logan, which is Canada's tallest peak at about 19,500 feet. We got an absolutely perfect bluebird sky and the views were just unreal. You could see everything. This flight tour with Icefield Discovery was about $500 for a 1.5 hour flight with the landing. That over there is the camp, which is pretty cool actually. We're heading back now, 15 minutes. My hands are now freezing. It's about -10 at 2,600 meters here. But look at that. And now some delicious breakfast. Now we're here to do the Soldier Summit Trail, which is only about 20 minutes from Silver City. Seems pretty short, but should have some awesome views at the official maintained part of this trail is only about 1 kilometer, but on all trails there is a trail that lets you continue about 3 kilometers up to a viewpoint. It continues up to a summit up over there where the view should be a little bit better. Trail's become a little bit overgrown, but it's still there, just in parts, but still a good trail. Just like that, we made it to the summit viewpoint, which looks pretty incredible actually. This over here is the official summit. We're gonna go and check out another viewpoint at the lake quickly, maybe put our feet in the water because it's really hot outside, and then drive over to Kathleen Lake. We're walking through these mud flats here to get up to that little island over there to see the moose, but very cool that you can just walk all the way across up to this island that looks pretty beautiful actually. If you looked at this right now, you would not think I'm in Yukon right now, and you would not think that I'm at the same latitude as Alaska. But look at this. Insane. Anyhow, we're gonna scramble up that way, up there, and then we should be able to see where that animal is. Looks like we're gonna scramble just straight up this little gully. Looks like people have gone up this gully before, so let's do it. After scrambling up there, I did actually find a pretty well-defined little route that looks to go up, so I guess we'll keep following it. Okay, I did forget the 360 camera, but forgive me because this view looks pretty awesome at the summit of the island. Looks like the moose is gone, but oh no, he's not gone. He's right over there. There he is. The way I came up was over there, but you can see there is a trail that's coming all the way up, so that should make it easy for me to get back down. Heading down the trail now and back to the RV. There is a weather radar here, so it is very clear that people have been here, probably with the parks, but I do feel like this place does get quite a bit of foot traffic because there is a pretty packed down trail, but it's absolutely beautiful. It does not look like the Yukon at all. We saw this place on the side of the road, and there's a fire pit, but it is a nice little stop. We're pretty close to Kathleen Lake, about 10 minutes now, but it does look pretty nice. Beautiful. They have a firewood container, and we're going to store some in there to bring it to the campsite. Look at that. That's King's Throne over there. Kathleen Lake was absolutely beautiful. It was super blue and it was super windy, which reminded me a ton of the other parks in Alberta and BC. The weather was still holding up and it was a beautiful day. You could even see the route going up the ridge for King's Throne, which we were going to do tomorrow. This lake is just absolutely beautiful. It's reminding me of Waterton because it's so windy, but the water is crystal clear. Beautiful day today. An absolutely amazing boardwalk with beautiful views. And the iconic red chairs of Parks Canada. We have the chicken on the fire. We have a fire waiting to be set up there. And this is dinner today. Again, another delicious meal in the mountains. It's about 10:30 and the sun is still up. Now we're gonna head to sleep. The fire's died out. Gonna wake up pretty early tomorrow for King's Throne. We'll wake up at about 6 or 7, and then we'll head out about 8. So it should be awesome, and I'll see you then. Everything is packed up, and we are heading out now. Are heading up there to the King's Throne. We're gonna follow this for about 2 kilometers, and then that over there's the summit. We need to go up there. That's King's Throne. Summit approaches to go around and then up through there. The trail has gotten much more small, but still very defined. So no complaints. You can see the switchbacks up there, and we're doing good. There's the lake. Pretty beautiful.
I don't stop on a hill, I stop on a flat first.
We're at the division of the trail, heading up now. We're gaining elevation pretty fast. The trail is absolutely amazing. Very windy, but very effective. Views have begun to open up finally. The colors look like fall, and it is beautiful outside.
See if I can see those at a higher.
That over there is where we started at the visitor center. We have been going up this scree. Throne is right up there, so we're not far. At this point of the hike, it became super windy once we got into the Alpine, but you can still see there was a very clearly defined trail up to the King's Throne, and even beyond it was the official throne, and that is the trail right there. Put on these glove liners that I found because I know they're not meant for this, but it is pretty cold outside, and I do not want to put on my waterproof gloves yet. We'll just keep going up and see, and then adjust layers based off that. On the summit, this little guy is here. We've been absolutely grinding, but it's not horrible at all. You can see that's where we're traversing to. It is raining a little bit right now. It did get hot. I had to roll up the sleeves of my hoodie and take off the gloves. Good thing is that the clouds in the horizon don't look so bad, so we should be good. Definitely getting a little more scrambly, but still relatively easy. The approach is not looking so horrible. Definitely covered in snow, but weather is holding up, so I'm not concerned about it. Okay, so we are going up that way, and then we're actually relatively close now, but yeah, not much more updates. Probably gonna film something with 360 camera. And you could see the snow level was beginning soon, which I knew would make it a lot easier. We made it onto the first little summit, and then it continues onto the ridge here. Good news is it's not so much gain from here, and it's relatively flatter, which should be good. The views though look insane. You could see that over there was the summit, and the view started opening up and started looking absolutely incredible. Taking a break, putting on micro spikes, and drinking water. To get up to the official summit of King's Throne, which is about 2,000 meters, you have to do about 1,500 meters of elevation gain directly from the campsite of Kathleen Lake. It is very steep and it is pretty challenging, but it is definitely worth it. The views were holding up, and the summit was snow-packed even in late June. It looks like rain clouds over there, so now it's a good time to head down. Yeah, down we go. As we saw the threatening weather approaching, we decided to head down pretty quickly and followed the path that we already made. The way down was really easy and was a lot easier than going up. Enjoying the warm fire here. Honestly, I've just been relaxing at camp for like the last few hours. I was gonna go to the campfire talk today, but I am way too tired and it was absolutely freezing outside. It's warmed up a little now. It's not so horrible, but yeah, a beautiful fire. And oh wow. And tomorrow off to Alaska. I upload videos just like this every single week, and to watch part 2 where I went to Alaska, click here.